The sword stopped inches from his throat. That was the first thing Levi saw when he opened his eyes. Gleaming steel, trembling hands, and the unmistakable scent of horses and sweat. He jolted backward, crashing into a wooden post, eyes darting wildly across the chaotic scene. Men in chainmail shouted. Smoke rose from thatched rooftops and horns blared across the village. A battle was underway, but not one from his time. Levi had gone to sleep scrolling TikTok, hoodie on, charger buzzing against his cheek. Now he stood barefoot in the mud of a medieval battlefield. His pajama pants soaked and stained with blood that wasn't his. His heart pounded in his chest like a war drum. "Where in God's name did you come from?" The soldier barked, sword shaking in his grip. I don't know," Levi stammered. "You dress like a fool, but no man bleeds from the sky like that." A horn sounded, arrows hissed overhead. The soldier turned just long enough for Levi to bolt down a side alley, feet slapping through puddles. He didn't look back, he didn't want to. Wherever or whenever he was, he had to survive it. Later that night, Levi crept into a crumbling tavern and collapsed behind a wine barrel. His breath came in ragged bursts. The room reeked of ale and mildew, and from the rafters hung dried herbs and a pair of rabbit skins. He thought he was alone until she found him. "Strange place for a man to die," the girl said. Her voice was low but curious. She stepped into the torchlight, cloak streaked with ash. Eyes the color of firelight through honey. "Who are you?" "I'm Levi. I don't belong here." "No," she said, studying his hoodie zipper like it was a royal relic. "You don't." Her name was Annalisa. She wasn't just a barmaid. She was the daughter of the Emperor's royal astronomer and, more secretly, a student of the stars and strange disappearances. She'd heard legends of travelers falling from time like broken stars. Levi was the first she'd seen alive. In the observatory tower, walls lined with parchments and brass instruments, she whispered a truth no one else dared speak. "Time isn't a line, Levi. It's a wheel, and you slipped between the spokes." He blinked. "Can I get back?" "Yes," she said. "But only during the eclipse, 3 nights from now. Atop Himmelsberg." "Great," he muttered. "Just need to stay alive until then." But the Emperor's secret guard had already seen him. Whispers spread quickly. A demon boy dressed like no man, carrying devices no one could explain. By morning, hand-drawn sketches of his face were nailed to tavern doors. Annalisa risked everything to save him. They escaped through cellars and smoke-choked alleys, stowed away in hay carts, shared stolen bread beneath crumbling statues. Somewhere between the close calls and whispered plans, they kissed under a sky glittering with stars long gone from his own. "I don't want you to go," she said softly as they reached the foot of Himmelsberg on the final night. "I don't want to either," Levi admitted. "But I don't belong in a world without electricity and deodorant." She smiled through the pain. "Promise me something. Anything. Remember me. I'll never forget." As the eclipse began, the summit lit with a silver glow. Wind howled. The stones beneath his feet trembled. The air shimmered like boiling water. Levi stepped into the ring and vanished just like that. He woke in his bed, phone buzzing, hoodie still on. The morning sun poured through the blinds. July 5th, no eclipse, no fire, just home. Or so he thought. The photos in his room were different, the posters wrong. On TV, a woman referred to the president as someone Levi had never heard of. He checked his phone, March 21st, 2023. But he had gone to sleep on July 4th. He ran to the mirror. It wasn't him staring back. His reflection was slightly older, thinner, eyes unfamiliar, and when he ran downstairs, his mother didn't say Levi. "Morning, Casper," she said. "You slept like a stone." "Casper?" He stumbled back, breath gone. He'd made it back to the future, just not his future. Across timelines, Annalisa stood atop Himmelsberg alone, hand outstretched toward the sky. In her palm sat a metal ring, his phone's keychain. And in a museum far from both their times, in a sealed glass case, rested a centuries-old oil painting. A girl with amber eyes holding hands with a boy in a gray hoodie.